Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Virgo might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. And in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for April mid-month 2020. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you will find a message for you within the reading. And if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, keep the parts that do, ignore the rest, switch the roles around if you're a cross watcher. Don't force it at all, but just keep in mind that this is a generalized reading and it's not going to fit every single person. The planets are constantly in motion, and with there being 30 days in every sun sign, this is going to be a little bit different for each person. If you desire a personalized reading, you can email me at midnightmoontarot@gmail.com, and I generally get those right out within 24 hours. Rarely is it 48, except when I was sick last month. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Virgo and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any messages that they might have for Virgo for April 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Virgo for mid-month April 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Virgo for mid-month April 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Virgo for mid-month April 2020? I'm going to do one more time. Okay. Okay. All right, now I'm going to divide these into three stacks. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now you will see the card on the bottom of the deck as soon as I do. It is the Five of Swords. I don't read reversals. That's kind of a new thing that's probably only been done in the last few decades or so. It's not something that was done originally at the beginning when tarot was first being done. So I just read traditionally. Okay, I'm going to set that there. Move my Gatorade. Hold on. All right. All right, now the Five of Swords talks about disagreements. These can be really harsh disagreements, even if they are about something that's petty. These are the kind of disagreements that when you do not, when you're arguing with somebody and they don't have a valid rebuttal, so to speak, this is when they resort to name calling, which has absolutely nothing to do with the disagreement. When you really and truly love somebody and you do have completely opposing different viewpoints on something, the desire is that you want to see things from your partner's point of view and they want to see things from your point of view, so you will tend to listen to each other and come up with a compromise that is suitable for both people. Okay, but this Five of Swords, you see this little man here is just walking off. He doesn't even want to have anything to do with it. He doesn't want to argue, doesn't want to hear it. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Say what you want. I'm out of here. So that is the energy for this reading. Now, as we go through our spread, I'm going to show you the different cards that come up that relate to this card. Now, whether this is going to be pertaining to you or if this is how someone has been treating you, we'll find that out when we read. All right, now for those of you who are new here, something in my eye. For those of you who are new here, I do 4 columns. The first column relates to you, what you may have recently been going through, things that are coming to pass, things that, you know, people, situations, opportunities that are coming towards you, whoever you might have been dealing with. This is a really awesome reading so far. Okay, so the second column is the same thing, only it's your partner. It is your twin flame, your soulmate, your karmic partner, a divine counterpart. This could be an ex that you still have those really strong etheric ties with that you just can't seem to cut or break, that you desire a reconciliation with. This could be someone that you just met, but basically it's whoever you're thinking of first thing in the morning when you wake up, and the last person you're thinking about when you go to sleep at night. And in the third column is our fears and anxieties, obstacles and challenges, and the fourth is outcome. All right, well, at least it started out a nice reading. Okay, now in the first column for you, we have the Star as well as the Lovers. So this shows me that you are putting yourself out there. You've made yourself vulnerable. You've made it known to this new person in your life, or whatever. You may have been in a long-term relationship with this person, but it makes you feel brand new and clean, and like Madonna's song, like a virgin. Everything is just pure. It's like pure love that you have for this person. And it's where, you know, basically you can put yourself out there and make yourself vulnerable, expose all of your needs and fears and things like that, and you don't have to feel embarrassed, or you don't have to feel as if you know, you really feel that you can trust this person because they feel like they are such a big part of you. All right, now in the second column for your partner, or the person that you're thinking about for this read, we have the Six of Cups as well as the Five of Cups. So this tells me this person could very well be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and that the Six of Cups talks about those soulmate type connections. This could be a lifelong friend. This could be someone that you have connections through different lifetimes that you've come through. But it's when you meet that person and you just automatically feel comfortable with them, and you feel like you could know, you've known them forever, even if you've only known them for 10 or 15 minutes, but you have those deep connections, and this is somebody that just gets you. Okay, so this person feels this way about you, and you're feeling that way about them. However, they are carrying on a lot of maybe some pain from a previous relationship that they're still mourning over. It still affects them a little bit. Not that they don't love and appreciate you totally and completely, because we do have these two cups that are right behind this man, showing that there are, you know, there's these two beautiful cups here that are equal, and he's sometimes distracted by things that have happened in the past. Now, just because this is a man doesn't mean that this reading is only for females about a man. There's no gender in this tarot, so this could be a male or a female that you're dealing with, no matter what gender you happen to be. Okay, now in the obstacles and challenges, we have the Seven of Swords, and I don't like this little guy at all. This is somebody that is like deceptive, and they're a liar, and they're a cheater, and they are super sneaky, and they really seem to take delight in doing things behind your back and knowing that you know nothing about them. That's the kind of person they are. But remember that this column is just about your fears and your anxieties. So you, because of hurt you may have experienced in your past, or because of the hurt your partner may have experienced in their past, you guys may be a little suspicious of each other. Okay, so I see that, you know, you are really, really hoping that this is the one, your one true love, the person that, you know, you can go around like he's holding this little laurel up on his wand. This is a person who really feels proud of you, and they want to show you off to the world, and they have absolutely no problem doing that. But just these little fears that you have can sometimes eat away at that trust and that innocence of the relationship, and this vulnerability that you feel to that person. Don't let anything like that, don't let the baggage from previous relationships interfere with the things that you have that are going on currently with your new love. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. All right, so in the outcome, we have the Nine of Swords as well as the Three of Cups. Sorry. So, of course, Nine of Swords talks about, being troubled and maybe some anxiety and feelings like that. You may have some sleepless nights. You may be worried about, how this whole thing is going to turn out. You're wondering that because, look, guys, all right, I'm social distancing. I am in a camper in the middle of the swamp just outside New Orleans because it's really not safe to be in that town right this minute. And my door's open so I can get some really great light, and mosquitoes and flies and things like that are coming in. Bees even, scary. Okay, so if you see me swatting, that's what's going on. All right, so you're worried that because this relationship is so happy that, it's not going to last. But I have a feeling that it is. I really do. All right, so let's go to the second set of cards. In your column, we have the Eight of Wands and the Moon. Okay. In your partner's column, we have the Sun as well as the Page of Cups. That's good. In your obstacles and challenges, we have the Emperor and the Fool. See, it's not so bad after all, is it? And in the outcome, we have the Hermit and the Empress. Yay. Okay. So, the Eight of Wands is like one of the biggest, fastest energy cards in the deck. So this tells me that, you're going to have some emotions. You're going to have some type of movement coming in. There's going to be maybe a little secret that you have that you are kind of afraid that if you let on to your partner about this, that they won't love you anymore, they won't want you anymore. But that's what this star is about. The star is about making yourself vulnerable, trusting the process, trusting that this connection between you and your love is so strong that they will be understanding, unconditional love, that type of thing. Don't be afraid to let them know whatever it is that you've been hiding. Remember, after the eclipse passes, everything is illuminated again, and it's super, super bright. when the shadow of the earth moves past the moon and it's bright again, you can see everything that's going on. And as far as your partner is concerned about it, well, we have the Sun, okay? So the Sun, it tells me that, this is all about new beginnings. It's about love and forgiveness. It's about they are still offering you this love. They love you. They love you. They love you. They are offering this little cup of love. You may receive this communication from them that, it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done. Well, it might matter who you are because they love you, but it doesn't matter who you've been with or what you've done. They still love you, okay? And they forgive you. It's not anything you have to worry about. So, in fears and anxieties, obstacles and challenges, we have the Fool as well as the Emperor. So this shows me that you really think of this person as someone who really has it all together. Somebody that, is very well grounded. This is a person that offers you that stability. So while you are experiencing the Star, where'd she go? So while you're experiencing the Star and the Fool, I always kind of think of these cards, they're very similar because this is all about brand new beginnings. And, the Fool's journey starts at number 0. Slate's clean. You've just been forgiven. You have been worried that, this person who you value so much and you put on such a high level would not see it that way and that you wouldn't have this. But remember, these are just your anxieties and fears. This person truly and really loves you. All right. So outcome, we have the Hermit as well as the Empress. All right. So the Empress, this is some very, very beautiful energy. This is fertility, growth, motherhood, all the things that Mother represents. Mother Earth right now. We're going through this whole global thing where everybody on the earth, we're all kind of connected because everybody is experiencing and going through some very similar things. So you're finding this connection deeper with your partner at this time. And so, well, we have this hermit, and yeah, we're all staying home, and we're all self-isolating, and we're all protecting each other, and we have this we're going to have all this new growth when all this is over with. So you are looking at yourself as, I'm going to very carefully take my time. I'm going to watch my steps. I'm going to use this lantern and light my way and make sure that I don't make any mistakes with this, because that's how important this relationship is to you. Okay, hold on. Let me put these here. All right, so in our last column, we have, we have the Eight of Swords and the Tower. All right, and in your partner's column, we have the Hierophant and Strength. Okay, there you've got a lot. A lot of major arcana showing up in your reading. Obstacles and challenges, we're having the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. And in the outcome, we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Swords. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 extra cards just for clarifiers, because it's not really... Okay, we got Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles. All right. For clarifiers. All right. So the Eight of Swords as well as the Tower, you have been hurt in your past. The Five of Swords tells us that. The fact that you are putting everything behind you and completely starting over shows me that you have been through your Tower moment. You are putting all this behind you. You are not going to let it hurt you anymore. When we have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords talks about cages, talks about prison, talks about mental prisons. It talks about being afraid to move forward. It talks about being held captive by our fears so that we are afraid to move forward. She could so easily step out of this if she wanted to. So do not let whatever has hurt you in the past influence the things that are going on with this new love that you have in your life. This is your past. These are your future. Okay? And you have a lot going on, and it's a lot to be thankful and grateful for, especially during this time that we're all experiencing here on earth right now, where we are really having to come to the realization about exactly what is important to us. Okay, now your partner has the Hierophant and Strength. So Hierophant, this talks about these long-term relationships. They talk about marriage commitments. They talk about just the very solemnness of how important a relationship is to them. And they're drawing upon a lot of strength. They see you as someone who is powerful and has a lot of strength, and that you guys are going to get through this. Whatever little problems that arise in your relationship are so minimal that it's not going to, I don't want to say that it's effortless, because we all do have problems. And sometimes, like this Five of Swords, while we are, self-isolating and in quarantine with one person or our family members or our mate or whoever, it's easy to feel aggravated and frustrated, and maybe to take out things on each other. Just be careful with your words that you use with each other, and remember to be kind, because we're all hurting right now. We're all kind of in shock, and the whole entire world has changed completely, and it will always be changed from now on. Now, in your obstacles and challenges, fears and anxieties, we have this High Priestess, and this talks about, peace, love, prayer, meditation, pensive consideration of everything that we just talked about that is important to us, making sure that we understand the value of what it is that is important to us, and taking our strength, finding that, drawing deep down, finding that strength within us and pursuing that, making sure that, we make sure that everything that is important to us is set above. all the other things. You know, you have to really, really understand the value of each other and how important we are to each other, and especially in relationships right now. So we have the Two of Swords and we have the Ace of Wands. So this tells me, you know, I see that the two of you are, all right, let's explain the card. The Two of Swords talks about, you know, a clash. It also talks about calling a truce. It also talks about realizing what's important. This card is new moon in Libra, and so we're seeking that balance. We're looking for understanding. We don't want any hard feelings at all, even if there are differences. And you have the Ace of Wands, which tells me that there is so much physical passion and beauty and enjoyment in this relationship that you know okay, anyway, so we have, for your very final outcome, the two clarifiers, we have this King of Pentacles as well as the Four of Wands. So again, this is the second indicator that this is a soulmate type relationship where it's just such a perfect fit, okay? All right, so that you have your happily ever after, and that Virgo, you are now the King of Pentacles energy shining through. You are stepping up to the plate. You are making things happen. You are grasping what exactly is important to you in this world, whether you are female or whether you're a male. There is no gender in the tarot. I'll say that again. So this King of Pentacles could be you, just experiencing your divine masculine at the time. If you are male, then certainly it pertains to you. But this tells me that, yes, there is a great deal of value in this relationship, and you know exactly what's important. And I think that, especially with that Strength card showing up, it's going to tell me that this is even going to surprise yourself at sometimes, you know, that was saying we don't know how strong we are till we have to be. It's like that. So you're going to find that within you, and you're going to find that with your partner during this whole little thing that's going on with the world right now. Okay, so that is your reading for mid-April 2020, and I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys back here very soon for your May readings. And pretty soon I'm going to do my first live. I haven't done one yet, so you guys let me know in the comments below whether you want to participate in a live in the you know, hippy dippy camper out here in the swamp, and we'll have a lot of fun. So you guys, I love you, and I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all of your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. All of that means so much to me. And for those of you who have so very generously donated to me, especially during this hard time, thank you. It means so much. All right, bye-bye. I love you.